YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. We talk fragrance, we talk beauty on this channel, so if that is your vibe, then be sure that you are subscribed and give me a big thumbs up if you find any value in the content along the way. So today's video is my wish list. What do you get the girl who has hundreds of fragrances? More fragrances, duh. But you guys, for so long this year I had just been disappointed with these purchases of 2024, and it's like, why do I feel like I have to have something brand new for it to be enjoyable? It can just be new to me and be just as enjoyable. And so when you all would comment on certain fragrances, I find myself saying it often that, oh, I've had them on my wish list for a while, like, and then I'm thinking, why haven't I bought it? So this video is just going to give you the rundown of fragrances that are on my wish list and that I will be purchasing these fragrances because I am looking to add more into my collection, but just very intentional with my purchases. Very intentional. I've run out of room and I really have to love these fragrances. I will definitely be getting my nose on these before I actually press the trigger. But yeah, so let's dive into it. The first one on this list is Happy Dust by Narcotica. I had a travel size. Loved it when I first smelled it, but I feel like the performance on that fragrance really increased and got better as it aged. And I really fell in love with it on my last vacation in Bali. I took what I had left, which was probably about 3/4 of it. My travel sizes can definitely get lost in the sauce. And so when I do travel, I make sure that I literally just take travel sizes of what I have actually purchased. I don't decant a whole lot. I take the travel sizes because I find that I really get to explore them fully while I'm on vacation and I don't have all this other stuff, you know, taking up my attention and that I have to pick from. It's just my little 10 travel sizes. That one in particular went through the whole thing. And I said, you know what, when I get back, I really feel like I really want a full bottle of it. So if you're not familiar, it is a vanilla forward fragrance. You have triple layers of vanilla. You have this brown sugar. You've got this green matcha tea. It's ambery. It's got just this little musky vibe to it. And it's accented with some fruits at the top, like a coconut, a mango. So again, it's powdery, it's sweet, it's gourmand. The top notes were really a vibe on my vacation. And so I just went through the entire thing and I really fell in love with it. So that one will be a purchase for me, full bottle, because it was absolutely full bottle worthy when I first smelled it. Next up is a fragrance that I got a decant of years ago, okay? I don't know, for some reason I'm just like in this Montal Mancera vibe or craving. And I'm going to go ahead and get a full bottle of Roses Musk. I loved it. If you are not familiar with the Montal house, a lot of their fragrances, they bear like this similarity. Like if you have one rose fragrance, it's going to remind you of all the others. And it's just like, you really have to be intentional about what you're getting from them because the scents can smell really similar. But that fragrance is one I should have added forever ago. The reason I got the decant is because I was watching fragrance videos by Harush. This is before I even started my collection. And she mentioned, because she knows the Kardashians, she does their makeup, and she mentioned that I think Roses Musk was Kim Kardashian's signature scent at one point. And so that's why I got the decant, loved it. And so I will definitely be adding a full bottle of Roses Musk this fall. Next up is one that I had a decant of. A subscriber sent me a decant and it was like all the rage. And I'm like, I don't understand what everyone is so goo goo gaga over Suave Malaki, because I couldn't really smell it. Randomly in NEIMAN's, I'm never in a mall, and I was at the Dries Van Noten counter, and I said, you know what, let me go ahead and smell the good girl Suave. Let me give her one more time. Sprayed this thing, and I could smell all of the goodness that the girlies had been ranting and raving about. I definitely have sinus issues, and so it's very important for me to revisit fragrances. You have to revisit fragrances because sometimes smelling them once and trying to wear it once is just not enough. And I will be getting a full bottle of that one because it was absolutely beautiful, and I totally get the hype now. Finally, a whole year and a half later, 2 years later, I finally get the hype. So this next one is a newer release, and this is from the new line from Balmain, and this is Carbone. And this is not like the original one that I know the EDT they had out years ago. This is a brand new fragrance, and I have heard two people, okay, Karina Waldron, and I also heard Erin Nicole talk about this one, and it sounds like one I just need. I am really in the market for something really refined, elegant rose, and this is supposed to be a musky rose that just smells very expensive. So it's got like this a leather accord or note to it that is very soft and feminine. And I purchased a sample on my card, so I'm waiting for that to arrive. But if all goes well with that sample, because the bottles, oh my God, the bottles are so beautiful to me and unique. But it's $300 for 50 mils, so I'm like, I want to blind buy it. It's in my cart, but I'm doing better in 2024. Y'all not burning me anymore in 2024. So the next one I want to, it's on the list. I don't see how this could go wrong, but I'm still going to sample it first as soon as I'm able to get my hands on it, because this is going to be a new release. This is from Montal as well, and this is Arabian's Musk. The girls love them some Arabian's Tonka, but that one is just a little bit, it's a lot. It is a lot. It smells beautiful, but it's not one that I can really see myself wearing a lot of. I had the travel size. Didn't really get a lot of wears. It's actually one I may revisit if I still have the travel. I don't know if I still have it, but if I do, I'm gonna revisit it when it really gets cold. But Arabian's Musk, it just sounds like it's right up my alley. So this has notes of dates, orange blossom, honey, bergamot, sugar, musk, tonka bean, vanilla. Now, me knowing the DNA of this house, I really wholeheartedly don't see how this could go wrong. I don't know how the way the honey is done. Is this gonna come off as something super syrupy, like just unwearable? Because honey can be that. It's not often that I find it to be that way, but that can be a thing. And it's coupled with sugar and dates. So I want to try this one first. Please, please go well for me, Arabian's Musk. I'm really hoping that I love what I smell when I sample it or try it, because I would love to have this, a date scent in my collection. I don't think I have anymore. I had two, and I have decluttered those scents. I had Desert Suave, which was also orange blossom and dates. And I also had Dates Delight. Wasn't wearing it often, didn't gravitate towards it, even though I found those to be both really beautiful scents. Next up is Honey Sweet, another honey fragrance, but this one has some questionable notes. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And this is from the House of Sniff. It's a brand new release. So I was ready and set for launch date, okay? Y'all, the night before this fragrance launched, Sniff DM'd me. Who in the what in the world? Okay, they said, we adore your content. We want to send you whatever you want, pretty much. And so I was like, say less. I want Honey Sweet, because I was about to purchase a travel or sample size of that one. And I said, I also want Soda Snob and whatever else you want to send me, because I am loving my Sniff purchases. I have 3. And I love them all, and I just feel like, oh, and I also requested Vanilla Vice, because that one too was always on the wish list. I want to dive deeper into this house because they do some really beautiful and unique scents, okay? So Honey Sweet is on the list, and it's on its way to me. So the next one has been on my wish list forever. I sampled this one, and this is Tiara from the House of Sillage. I don't know what I thought this fragrance was going to be, but oh my God, when I say loved the sample, then I looked at the notes and I'm just like, oh, no wonder. I think when I saw Tiara, I had the notes of, what is the other one with a similar bottle? Like Love is in the Air. I had that in my head. I should have had Tiara in my collection. And I love that this is an older one, so I can for sure get this one at a really good price. And when I find a good price on it, I'm going to snatch it up. So this is a vanilla rose, and it truly smells like a slightly spicy vanilla rose. done in a very smooth and feminine way. So this opens with tangerine and cinnamon. You have middle notes of peony, rose, and cedar, base notes of vanilla, musk, and amber. It is a stunning scent and I need it in my life, period. So this next one, I really don't have to put too much thought into it. This one, I really will probably be blind buying if I'm being completely honest with myself. I know I said I wouldn't, but I just feel like once I see that bottle, like, and there's an add to cart button, it's probably just gonna be add to cart. This is Rosendo Matu's number 5 Elixir. They don't even really do flankers in this house, but they are giving us an elixir of my tried and true and beloved, sexiest amber musk in my collection, Rosendo Matu's number 5. This is gonna be something that's supposed to be a little stronger, more potent, and I want it, and I need it, and I will be getting it, okay? So the last one on this list is Zuzu, and this is from the house of Celine. Another house I want more of. I was like, do I want black tie or do I want the newer vanilla? And black tie, I loved it when I sampled it, but I feel like I have so many of those really ambery vanillas with a little spice, and I just want something just a little different but vanilla. And this one is supposed to be really like classy, powdery, musky vanilla. And I feel like I can use more of that in my collection because I have countless amber vanillas. And not saying I can have too many, but I'm trying to decide which of the Celines I want. I probably should get something that is a little different compared to my others. Okay, so we're gonna add that one. Haven't smelled it. I'm gonna probably try to at least get to a Celine counter and see if I can sniff this one first. Yeah, for sure, because it's pricey. So you guys, what have you been looking at buying? What do you have your eyes on? Give me the wish list. Give me your top 3. And that is it for me, you guys. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. It has some real love you all YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.